My God, I hate drugs.
Hold up.
Hello guys, it's another good day today because it's my day off. It was so hot last week that it reached around 32 degrees. So since it's my day off, I will be going to the gym today. Samahan niyo ako and then I will just have to talk to you random things. Kaya see you in a bit. Tara! So, since this is just a random day, something caught my attention this morning with regards to someone who has been taking the IELTS for a long time but didn't make it. So, I will be talking about passing the IELTS. So, as I've mentioned, we will talk about passing the IELTS, dealing with the frustrations, the stress of taking the IELTS. By the way, before anything else, I am not an IELTS expert for an honest reason that I took the IELTS actually 4 times. Yes, I took it 4 times. You guys are wondering, oh really, 4 times? How did it happen? Anong nangyari? What happened? Well, I'll tell you about some sort of story with regards to my journey taking the IELTS. Now, ironically, passing the IELTS is one of the hardest part of a Filipino migrant or worker who dreamed to be going abroad or migrating abroad. Filipinos are good in speaking, writing, listening, and reading in English since we are equipped from our primary education. But passing this IELTS examination seemed like a very difficult obstacle. I've spoken to most of my colleagues here in the UK, and I can say that it's like 7 out of 10 are IELTS retakers. IELTS because they failed one of the fields or one of the areas in IELTS, and mostly the writing component of IELTS ang pinakamahirap nilang naibasa, and that also applied on my case because I took it 3 times and I always failed on the writing area or the writing component. So let me begin my story. Back in 2012, that was my first IELTS attempt. I was really confident to pass it because I'm more inclined to the English subject. I'm more of the literature inclined kind of student. That's why, oh, okay, taking the IELTS, that's easy. I'll just take it and then speak English, read English, and write English, and that's it. But I still took the IELTS tutorial because I was thinking, oh, this will just polish my technicalities in terms of using the English language. And unfortunately, I failed the first test. But it was nothing really, like, okay, I will just have to retake my second test because there might be some technicalities that I didn't know. I'll just retake it and then like just try again because I believe I really can do it. Then the second test came. This time, nag-aral na ako. Did improve on my writing skills because I failed on writing. It was just 6, so I should reach band 7 on writing, 7 above all areas. This time on my second retake, I still failed the IELTS, and this time it was like, what's wrong with the IELTS? My score was better except the writing area. I got even 8 on the other components, but my writing was a bit better because this time it's already 6.5, but it still is not enough for me to go abroad. So my thoughts were like, what's happening? Like, am I that really stupid that I cannot really pass this IELTS? It's my second time. I've studied hard and I've even read a lot of IELTS reviewers and even listened to IELTS audiobooks and even watched YouTube videos about the IELTS. I would say that I did my best, but I still didn't made it and got 6.5. And the worst part of taking the IELTS, it's not cheap. Hindi mura ang IELTS. On that time, it was like 15,000 pesos including the review. 9,000 for the IELTS examination and the rest would be going to your review, to the review center. And working in the Philippines as a nurse, 15,000 is a big deal. It gave me really this unfathomable frustrations with my second take. So I stepped back a bit and thought to myself, maybe going abroad is not really for me. I even got to the point that I questioned myself, am I really good or am I just really dumb that these people can pass? And this time I started to ask myself emotional questions. Why can't I do it? I even asked God, why can't I just have this dream to go abroad, help my family, explore the world, but why can't I? Is this dream not really for me? Or am I just getting very ambitious? I'm not demeaning those nurses who stayed in the Philippines, but this is my dream. I would like to explore the world because we face the reality. Salaries back there in the Philippines is not as enough as you would want to be free in terms of your financial obligations. Then I picked myself up. I rested for almost a year. I decided to take the IELTS again because I said, I can do this. Kaya ko to. If they can do it, I can do it. And this time, I made it to the point that I should take it seriously now. It's not because I wanted to go abroad. It's not because I wanted to earn more. But this time, the third take I had, this time is to prove to myself that I can do it. It's more of the ego now. It's more of the bargaining and then the egoistic side of me saying that this is just a test. I can conquer it. I can overcome it. It's more of a challenge now for me than a requirement. It's more of a defining moment than a requirement for me to go abroad. Then I was searching online where is the best IELTS center, asking people who passed the IELTS what made them pass the IELTS, or do they know someone who can help me fulfill this challenge that I should pass the IELTS. This time I met my IELTS advisor. I joined a local review center, and you wouldn't believe it, I paid 2 sets of IELTS dates just in case if I fail the third time, I still have the fourth time, and then I'm over. I told myself this will be a gamble because I don't wanna lose my hope to one day set on a foreign soil or work in a place that I would want to work. And it still is my goal to prove to myself that I can do and pass the IELTS. Then the third time IELTS came, and unfortunately, I still failed. I still failed. I still failed. And that moment, my world, like, it seemed like it crushed down on me. I'm not getting dramatic here, but that is really the feeling of depression. I even got to the point that I questioned God if He really hears me, because this is not just going abroad, it's more of proving to myself that I can, but it seemed like I cannot. The question on myself and doubt to myself grew bigger and bigger, that I even don't believe that I am good enough, that I even believe that I am just a mediocre. It is your lowest point where you say to yourself, it's so overrated that these nurses going abroad, and then I can just stay here in the Philippines. Going abroad is just a fab or a craze at the moment, but back in your mind you would really say you really need it. It's really your ambition, it's really your dream to prove to yourself that you can do it and help your family and be financially free. It would make a lot of difference if I work abroad. I have so many financial obligations personally, and I wanna do and explore the world. But this time, the third time around, it really crashed into my, like, deep into my soul, that I cannot really do it. So I paused. I even got almost to the point of getting myself isolated, because everybody knows that I'm taking the IELTS. I am not denying that I am taking the IELTS. It's just like my dream of working abroad, it's almost gone. It's a point where you'll just say, okay, this is it. Should I just give up? Should I just be contented of what I have? Should I forget the reason why I am doing this? And then suddenly I remembered I paid for the 4th exam. And I said, okay, I paid for this fourth examination, 4th IELTS. I'll just take it. Whatever the result is, I'm not really excited, because I know to myself that I would not make it. What is this 4th examination for? I'll just take it because I paid for it already, and it's nonsense if I've already lost 3 times. What could happen to me if I'll take this 4th examination? So I took the 4th examination. This time I really prayed hard to God. Sabi ko, Lord, this is me praying to you and asking to regain myself. This is not me asking to let me pass the examination, but this is just me praying to you to help me regain myself, because I am at my lowest at the moment. And I asked Him, what is really His will? Is it really His will for me to work abroad, work in the UK, or is it His will for me to stay with my family back in the Philippines and practice my nursing back in the Philippines? It's a bizarre prayer that I prayed, and even mentioned that, sabi ko, Lord, I am praying now to let me pass this one. I am praying for your answer. If you let me pass this examination, and that means it's a yes for you that I should go abroad. But if you don't let me pass for this examination, then it's gonna be a no for me for the meantime, maybe, or I have a better opportunity coming. And that gave me the light heart to accept everything, because I entrusted everything to him and I should not give up on my dream. So I went for the 4th exam. And this time I made it! I passed the IELTS for the 4th time. And this time I am so glad that finally my dream will come true, and I've just proven that the Lord has just tested me to become very faithful, to humble myself, and do not give up. So I'm here now in London, where I dream to work, I dream to live, and it is not impossible for you to reach your dream, because if it's His will for you to work on that particular moment, it will happen, and it will truly happen. Just so glad and joyful to share to you this success, because I know there are a lot of you there who needs these words, who needs this encouragement, who needs this story. But it's a proof, guys, that if you do not give up on your dreams, it will truly happen. And believe me, it is really sweet to reap the fruits of your determination, patience, and faith, because you've worked hard for it, and you must believe that you can do it. So I hope you learned something from my video. If you liked it, press like, and please do subscribe. So this is the end of my vlog. Thank you for watching the video, and see you on the next adventure. Bye, bye, bye.